Hi darlings, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. So let me reintroduce myself. I am Champion Vignon Dennis Selassie. Yes, so but Denny for sure. Yes. A male makeup artist based in Accra, Ghana. Yeah, I travel over the world. About same Jim Cra makeup, yes. So in today's episode, we are glamming. So today it's not you're like the regular talking and no. Today I'm about to tell you some mistakes we do as makeup artists and how we can solve them. That's only if I give you guys a solution. Yes, because I can't be bothered. Yes. So this is 90 girl. Yeah, I think that's her name. She's my model. So this is like a bridal inspiration photo shoot I had with Weekend Sleep some time back ago, and I want to bless your skin with it. Yes, she has a very, very gorgeous skin, but I see her skin deceived me, not knowing she don't actually know her skin type. And I also, because I thought it's like some indoor thing, I can actually do whatever I want to do and vanish, but that's hey, what am I even saying? Yes, her skin deceived me. She has such an oily skin, like it's very bad. So you can actually see it on her face. My thing is that she's glowing. You can check the nose, around the nose, the place the brush just went, and the foil. You realize the place is shiny. It's not the skin breath, her skin. So because of that, I hydrate, which is a must. I did hydrate, which is a must, but I didn't mattify that. I didn't tackle the T-zones much. Let me just put it that way. I didn't mattify that side very, 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 very much. So I just went into using I didn't even tone. I just cleaned, used my FBH moisturizer, which is one of the best dupes, affordable yet good moisturizer. And then I just used. I didn't even what's the name? Mattify. I didn't use any mattifying primer. After the moisturizer, I just went straight by using a hydrating primer. Can you imagine? So the solution here is that no matter the skin type you are working on, especially when it's an oily skin, make sure don't skip the hydrated process. Always hydrate, but also try and mattify the necessary spot or the necessary places on the faces that secretes oil the most. You understand? Yes. So I went into my foundation. So I think I missed V Beauty and my NARS foundation. Today I'll drop the details in the description box, as you guys said in my previous video. So you've realized the match is criminal. Is it the way I've taken my time to make sure each part of the face eats and leave no crumbs of the foundation. So I blended just a tiny layer, not too bad, but make sure it's well distributed. Then next is my concealer. I'm using Too Faced Born This Way. And this is not mocha. This is sand. In shade sand. And then because I wanted to, gain a little bit of coverage, I left it and did my blush. I don't do cream contouring. So this blush is from Ceendis. This Ceendis beat is a Ceendis creation. Their lips and cheek palettes. This is on the higher point of a cheek. Use the same brush I use for my foundation to blend everything in. So you guys see how everything is coming together. God. Guys, do you know I just realized my Holy Land receiver, which is my microphone, is not plugged in. So all this I was just, but it was just plugged in. I think guys are gonna see the difference, but I'll try and make sure I fix the previous voice because I can't go back and start again. I can't be bothered. So I'll make sure the quality is okay. So after the cream blush, I went into use my damp beauty blender to blend the concealer in. You see how well and nice this thing is seated. So look at how, but this is actually nice. If not like the oil, per the experience I had with this look after we are done. If not like the oil where this disturbing me more like I actually like the skin work though. Actually like it. So always, as I said earlier, always make sure you are doing the right thing on the right person. Yes, do not be like me. Do not be like me. Yes, because I thought it was just content. I was just trying to skip. No. Always try to do the right thing. So I blended everything in, making sure there's no harshness anywhere. You realize everything is well blended in. Yes. Then before I set, I make sure I reblend to make sure there is no what's the name, creases underneath the eye. So I'm using my Maybelline Super Stay powder in shade 320 with a powder puff to gently set the under eye. So as I always tell you guys, I prefer to set with a pressed powder before a loose powder. It just works for me, trust me. Hey, what I thought was this guy telling me? I'm trying to remember. But even if I remember, I won't tell you people because it's personal. So I'm doing the same thing. So I'm doing the same thing to our left side of the face. No, our left hand. Our right side of hair face. Sets to make sure there's no crease, and then we blend to make sure there's no crease. Then I set with my pressed powder. So I set the remaining highlighted parts of the face. The forehead area. And then the bridge of the nose. All the way there was no concealer there. So it's like, so for you to understand whatever we are doing now, you have to go back and watch most of our previous videos. And also another mistake I made was using, you see that Sephora powder I normally use that has the shimmer in it. The Sephora what in translucent, I shouldn't have used it because because just imagine, she already has an oily skin, the skin will shine. Then I'm adding more shine. I don't know if you get me. It's like I'm making the thing collect my hand. Yeah, so that's another mistake I made. I should have just gone in with using my normal loose powders that with a no shimmer, like being it either the Huda Beauty, Fenty or RCMA. But I learned from these mistakes, most of my mistakes I did, which affected the entire outcome of the makeup. But yeah, so I set the remaining part of her face with my Sacha powder palette. Then for low lights, which is the bronzing or contouring, I'm using my Juvias Place bronzer in shade dark. So the dark has like two shades. There's a lighter one and a darker one. So I'm using the lighter one. Yes. And then to set the circumference area of the perimeter of the forehead. So always, as I always say, make sure that no product goes into the hair. So because I don't want to use a big brush, I've used like my CB8 from Colorbox to gently, making sure that part to eat the product is supposed to, take. But at the same time, not entering into the lace. Did her nose contouring, and then foolishly for me, I use that same powder to bake again. So next is our powder blush, and of course I'm featuring Annie's Beauty Cheek Orgasm. If you can take a very good closely look at the placement. I'm using on the high point of the cheek. The high point. This is the brush. That's the high point of the cheek. You get it? Yes. So with that, it helps you lift the face kind of vibe. I don't know if you get me. Making sure everything is well blended into the bronze at the same time, into the highlight. No harshness or whatsoever anywhere. So I'm not tired of doing the blush awards. By the way, I'm a perfectionist, so why not? Then straight to her lips. So I'm using my omaricode lip liner in gingerbread. Gingerbread. Hey, you, where have you gotten the shade names from? Who have eaten gingerbread before? Hey, how would I even taste? We are eating bread, and even the bread, maybe got the bread gravel. Okay, maybe the bread will be hot, so the ginger that will make it hot. Hey, Yes, I'm lining, following her natural lip line as usual. And the trick is make her smile, ask her to smile whilst you, with that the product glides on easily. But just a nice smile though. She's beautiful. Yeah, she's beautiful. She's nice, man. She's called 90 girl. 90 girl. Yeah, Bonnie. Yeah, Bonnie. And then tell them say. When I'm in them teacher, you won't go messy. So after lining, I make sure she blend the lips, to smack the lip together, making sure everything blends in. Sometimes if the client can't do it, if you have to ask, you just use your brush to do it too before you get kiss. Yeah, so you see how nice everything's looking. Like, it's very, very sharp. Although it's a pencil, but it looks so sharp. Like, you have no idea. I open the mouth and make sure I did that part, that corner. Sometimes if you don't do it, it shows. So straight to the eyes. So today, I think we have a little eyeshadow video. Yeah. I know you guys have been wanting it, but I'll as well do a separate video on just eyeshadow for you guys. So I use my Benai Chrome White eyeshadow primer, and then I went into my transition shade from my Annie's Beauty Meets the Browns palette with my CB8 from Colorbox Cosmetics. So I later intensified with a darker shade, which I think you can actually see the difference. So today I'm going into the Drama Girl palette from Annie's Beauty GH with another brush from Colorbox Cosmetics. So today I'm doing like a shimmery, glittery look kind of vibe. So I took some nice silver or gold. It's like silver, gold, yellowish. Hey, one shade. A lot of natural minerals, natural resources. So I use it in the crease region. Oh, this nice. Oh, what do you guys think? Isn't it nice? Wow. But the model, I guess, she was calm. It's not like because if not like she was calm, like I would have been talking plenty in a video. So don't worry. Somebody might be asking why the accent change. For the sake of our subscribers after the country, so that they can be able to understand what I'm saying. So I later intensified the outer V into the just above the crease region, just to give it a little bit of depth. You know, this is not like our normal eyeshadow normally do. This is a little bit as over the top kind of vibe. Yes, so you see how everything is looking like, it's looking so cute. So I use my Blossom Khol liner, and underneath the eye, made sure I lift the face, kind of vibe, then went straight into my brows. So brows, as I always say, I have a whole video on brows. You know the steps, only 4 steps, which I did the first step. That's the second step I'm doing, just to meet the first step. So the first step in it, let me just explain. The first step is just follow do the half to the end lower part of the brows, like what you guys are seeing right now, like what I've done here. Because I don't have to explain at this point. And next is to fill in that part, which I think I'm yet to do, and then draw hair-like stroke, which I think I drew before filling into the step 1 and the step 2. If I'm confused, you can just mute the video there. You can just mute the video, then you follow what I'm doing. But I think what I did today too is a bit simple. It's something you guys can relate to. If you watch closely and if you take your time, I think you can still do the same. So you can see I was making sure I was checking the other one I'm already done with, just to make sure I'm on right track and I'm actually doing the same thing to the other part as well. I made sure everything was looking similar, concealed the brow bone. Yeah, so after that, you make sure you just pull it to brush, just to make sure everything. So I concealed the brow bone, and I used my CB8, the one I used for the transition shade, to blend the concealer I used to conceal the brow bone into the eyeshadow, just to make sure there's no harshness or whatsoever anywhere. Blended my nude shade, my nude color of my becheam ageless lip stain in shade nude. Look at how good and gorgeous this look has come in place. So all the eye is the eye is talking, but at the same time the look is soft, but it's still there. I don't know what I'm saying. Blend, don't forget to blend. So I'm done. Wore my lashes. So now I'm dusting off that foolish thing I did, that mistake I did earlier. Yes, I'm dusting everything off. Then the residue, I make sure I press everything into the skin. And if you are pressing it and it's not going, don't panic. Don't say, I didn't use this setting powder. When I'm dusting it up, it doesn't go. Don't worry, there's a solution. So when you're done, your setting mist, which is the hydrating sprays, you make sure you spray a generous amount, and after everything dries off, you're gonna see that everything has vanished. So because of the baking, and maybe because we did the skin way before the eye, there was some powder all over the face. So I'm using that same brush I used for my bronzer to make sure I bring those warmth and those lost bronzers back. You can do the same thing to blush as well. You can always go back if there is a mistake. If you still have that brush there, just use it to do the needful. But you guys, if you appreciate this look, if you know you like this look, just say something. Just say something, whatever you like about it, just say it in the comment section. So I'm using my Dior Backstage what palette? Is it highlighting palette or what palette? So if you like the look, just say something. Just say whatever you like about the look in the comment section. So I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury spray. You see, everything is just vanishing. Then my So Pro lock it. Press everything, make sure everything is well dried. Then I do this my gloss box. Gloss is from Colorbox Cosmetics on her lips. This is the way I'm being careful to make sure everything is well perfect. Then I use their nude shade. Yeah, this is a nude one. Charlie, look at how the lips are looking. The lips is even looking kissable. It doesn't need any blend because the formula is good. Let's take a look at that. Did her mascara off camera. And with that, we are done. If you like this look, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you guys same time next week. Bye.